Hey everybody, welcome to my video. So in today's video it's gonna be different today. So the reason why I am making this video is because tomorrow, from tomorrow till the 31st of April, is going to be Autism Awareness Month. And also, oh, sorry guys, that was rude. Sorry, just trying to put it on mute. Oh, hold on. Yes. Oh, anyway, sorry. Just ignore my phone, please. And also from tomorrow till, I think it's till next week, it's gonna be Autism Awareness Week. So that's why I'm making this video, because it's gonna be Autism Awareness Month. From tomorrow up till the 31st of April. And then on the 2nd of April, it's going to be Autism Awareness Day. So, yeah, so this is the video I'm going to put up now. So, if you guys have seen me before, if you guys have watched my videos before, you know, yeah. But if you guys don't know me, basically, my name is Charlotte. Obviously, that's my real name, that is. But Holly J Minute is actually my stage name / YouTube name, because that's what I like to. That's why I liked to be Holly J Mini. That's why I like. And yeah, so yes, I am autistic. I am a young autistic adult. I am. So I would like to talk about when I was diagnosed and stuff like that. I just want to talk about and my personal experience, and also what stuff needs sorry, ignore myself, and what stuff that needs to improve with the society. So yeah, so just let you guys know that it might be a long video. I don't know if it's gonna be long or short. I don't know, but please feel free to grab a tea, coffee, hot chocolate, anything like that. But with me, I've got tea with oat milk, so like I'm drinking dairy-free stuff. I am, or just eating dairy-free stuff. But at the moment I'm dairy-free. It's just my diet. It's not part of my autism. It's because I'm dairy tolerant. Apparently I am. So yeah, so I'm just got oat milk. I've got, but sometimes I do have treats, you know, with dairy stuff, but it won't hurt. But I'd rather just stick with the dairy free. I would rather just to stick with. So yeah. So yeah. So make sure you grab yourself a drink or a snack, anything like that. So yeah. So basically just let you guys know that I am 22 years old. I am. So yep. You guys feeling older? She's still young. This girl is still young, and she's a young adult. Blah blah blah. But I'm going to talk about my diagnosed. I will talk about. So anyway, so basically, I'm going to talk about the before the diagnosed. Before I will start talk about my diagnosed. Basically, I was tested out when I was I was being tested out from a very young age. For I think I was about 2-3 years old. I was tested out. But how I know about that, it was on my statements from the school and stuff. So yeah, so that's how I found out. That's how. And then just let you guys know that I moved 6 schools. I did. So I definitely will talk about that a bit later. Throughout this video, why did I move schools for? And then when I was in my 2nd primary school, I did have problems. I did, because I had problems with my learning and stuff like that, because I did start to lose concentration. I did. So like the school suggested me to go to another school, so that's when they've noticed that that I was struggling, and I needed extra help with my education. And then after that school, till my final primary school, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, I had a learning support assistant sit next to me, like from 9 till 12:15, and then up till year 6. That was when that was when it was confirmed. It was confirmed that I was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, and then when I was reading the statement, the hospital, the community hospital in Brentwood, had to send a letter or an email, whatever, to my special education needs teacher in the mainstream that that Charlotte has now been confirmed that she has been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, but please blah blah blah, and then just to let them know that it actually has been confirmed. So yeah, so I was being confirmed that I was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. So if you guys don't know what autism is, if you guys know, you guys can understand what it is. But if you guys don't know what autism is, basically it's a brain disorder, and basically it's a brain disorder. Sorry, but it's so hard to explain. It is so hard to explain. So basically it means it's a brain disorder, and also it's a lifetime. Not lifetime. It's a lifespan developmental with communication, interaction, and socialising. You know, so that is autism. That is, and there are different sorts of autism. So I'm not gonna lie, but I've only know quite a few. But also that there's a lot of autism types. So the ones I know, I've heard about, there are high functioning autism spectrum. Like I said, autism spectrum, mild autism, and borderline autism, and apparently there's a low functioning autism apparently, and non-verbal autism. So basically it means that like it's a like you need develop with interaction, communication, and socialisation, and also obviously, yeah, still same thing, like interaction, still same thing as communication. Sorry, I just got to put this. Sorry, is that better? Yeah, that's better. So yeah, so that's what autism is. So people get very, very, very cold and very uncomfortable if they found out that person has got autism, because they're like, get all cold, feel uncomfortable. But honestly, that's their problem. That's not the person with autism's fault. It's that person's fault who feels very cold, very unwelcoming, and don't feel comfortable towards a person who has got autism. But honestly, I just feel like people like that are just very judgmental. But it's not just them who are judgmental. Like, anybody can be judgmental. Anyone can be. And also, like, autistic people can be judgmental as well, like, towards other autistic people in society. So yeah, so like anyone can be judgmental. So yeah, so I just need to drink some tea. So yeah, so I just want to talk about my childhood, stuff like that, and up to my young adulthood. Obviously, I'm still young. I'm a young adult, so I'm going to talk about my childhood and stuff like that, and because basically, it seems quite interesting what I'm going to share with you guys as a young autistic adult. So basically, as I did mention that I moved 6 schools. You guys probably think, wow, that's a lot of schools for this girl. But for me, it is a lot of schools. Like, it is absolute a lot of schools for me to move. So I went to 4 primary schools. If you guys from the US, it's elementary schools. It's elementary school, elementary school equals primary school, and I went to one senior school or secondary school or high school, but I'm gonna call high school in this video. I'm gonna call it, and then after I went to a special needs school. I did for about a year, so about just over a year and a half. So I just gotta keep drinking tea. Sorry, because my throat. So yeah, so I moved 6 schools. I did. So my first primary school I went to, it was in should I say it? Right, it's in Barking, my first primary school, but I'm not gonna name what primary school it was. Basically, I actually started at school when I was 3 years old. So yeah, so I started at school when I was 3 years old, because the reason why I started at school at 3 years old, because basically there's a nursery based on the school. So like there's a nursery, there's an infant school, and then at the back, the big building, that's where the junior school is. So I went to the nursery, and then I went to the infant school, and yeah, so yeah, and then I had friends. I can remember there's 2 occasions about my behaviour. There were 2 occasions. So the first occasion that I still can remember, I actually cannot forget this. Like this was not long before my nan passed away. So this was about months before. So this was not very long after we started the academic year of the nursery. So this was in September 2002. Like, if you guys, honestly, if you guys remember these calendars, yeah, I'm going to show these calendars to you guys. Yeah, it's one of these calendars. I'll show you. Yeah, it's one of these ones. If you guys recognise them, because like these calendars were amazing. Obviously, it's still amazing. Obviously, I actually love these calendars because I can remember getting them from Blue Water. I actually can remember, but I was obsessed with these calendars. Not cameras, calendars. I was so obsessed with them. I don't know why I was so obsessed with them, because I just loved them. Honestly, I just like the material. So yeah, so this was not long after I started at the nursery. This was just before this was just before home time. This was we were getting, like, basically we were lining up for a sing-along time, you know, like sing like nursery rhymes and stuff like that. And then I started to play. I started to play it up, and then because I was urgently really want to get the coats. Like, I really want to get my coat just to go home. And then because I remember I tried to get into the cloakroom, and then my nursery teacher told me to stop. And then I actually started crying. I did. And then since we sat in a big whole circle time, this circle time, I'd say it was a big room. Honestly, it was a big room. Like, it's like a whole. It was like a whole size. So we had to sit like as a circle. Like, I was still crying. Honestly, I was still crying because I was non-stop crying. And then, like, because obviously, like, we used to sing like Happy Ever Know and oh, well, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, you know, stuff like that. Like nursery rhymes we used to sing. And then the male teacher, obviously, he was the he was the one who's in charge of the nursery. He actually picked me up and then took me back into the group, like the colour group, because we had these colour groups. So we had green group, blue group, red group, and then yellow group. But me, I was in the green group. But I still can remember I was in the green group. I still can remember. And then I still cried. Obviously, I still cried in tears. And then not long. And then later on, kids came back, grabbed their book bags and their coats, and then my nursery teacher gave me a coat and my book bag. And then as as the male nursery teacher, I opened the door. I opened the doors, letting parents to come in, collect their kids. My mum came up to me, asked me, "What's the matter?" And then the nursery teacher explained, and then like I can remember I actually sat on the buggy. Obviously in America you guys call it stroller, but I sat in a buggy or pram. But obviously, like, you know, like what 3-year-olds sit on, you know what I mean. I actually cried. I still can. I don't know why I can remember this. I don't know why I can remember this. That I actually cried, and then Mum went, "All right." And then I did had one thing in my mind that I wanted to have McDonald's, because I actually love McDonald's. So like every time I come out of that nursery and the school, when I was in infant school, I wanted to have Burger King. I wanted to have, but no, no. But I just wanted to have KFC, McDonald's, or Burger King. I just wanted. And then there's another occasion. This was after the small circle time, but that was in the group. So I was, like I said, I was in a green group, but we had this circle time, but not a whole group's circle time, but it was in a circle time as in a group, like green group sit round a circle, or just green group, and then register and stuff, and then after the teacher asked us, "You can go and play," and then this was not long after, so I went into this kitchen, not actual kitchen. I mean, like, you know, I play kitchen. I'm gonna call it play kitchen. You know how kids used to play. I went straight into the play kitchen, and then I actually got the toy pan, and then actually hit that boy in the head, and then I actually got told off, and then I actually got sent back into my group, and then just sit on the floor, and then asked the teacher, "Can I go to the toilet?" And then she went, "No." She was on her computer, and then I went, "Please," and then she yelled at me aggressively. She went like, do not hit, blah blah blah. And then I went to the toilet, and then I started to play this boy. So yeah, so there were occasions about my behaviour. There were occasions. There were. I went to the infant school. I did from reception till middle of year 1. So, and yeah, I had friends as well. I still get told off, you know, that's normal for every kid gets told off, you know, for silly reasons or doing something stupid, stuff that you shouldn't do, really. And then up till middle of year 1, I moved house. So I moved from Barking to Brentwood. So obviously the reason why we had to move because my brother got mugged, like not in Barking, not in, like, it's near the dual carriageway near. So basically not far from dual carriageway, but my brother got mugged, he did, so that's why we had to move. And then, like, I actually still can remember we actually moved into that house and look at other houses, and then moved to nice Brentwood. So yeah, and then I went to my second primary school. This primary school, it is the best primary school ever, because this is what I've heard, that it is the best primary school. And then I had a friend. I still keep in touch with this friend. Like now, like after I left that school, I haven't contact with that girl for years. Like up to when I was about 18, I haven't contact with that girl, because like I definitely will tell you the reason why. Because yes, about me moving schools, but also there's stories. But obviously, like, there's stuff that. So I went to this first primary school. It was amazing. It was. The kids were nice to me, but obviously I had a few problems with. Only about a few girls I had problems with, but not just bullying. No, it's just like rudeness and stuff like that. It is. So I just go. So yeah, and then my behaviour in that school, honestly, I can remember I used to talk in assembly, I did. And then, because I can remember, because in the Red Nose Day, because honestly, we were talking about the Red Nose Day. This was my first year in that school. And then I went like, I got that. And then the head teacher went, excuse me. I was like, oops, sugars. Yeah, I used to talk. I did used to talk in assembly, I did. But I did have teachers say, like, if you do this again, you're going to go see Mr. whatsoever. But I used to get really frightened because of my behaviour, obviously. My behaviour did change, obviously it did change. And then I went to the next school from years, because I left that second primary school. So this third primary school, it was amazing. Obviously, I didn't like that school at the time. I didn't, but years later, I've realised it's an amazing school. It is. So this third primary school, it was mixture. It was so basically it was mixture with mainstream classes and special needs classes. So like there was about 4 mainstream classes, and then there was 2 special needs classes. So me, I was in a special needs class. So, I still can remember, me and this girl and this other girl, we were the only girls, but this other girl number 3, she didn't join us until after Christmas, because she was in a classroom below the special needs class, because 2 special needs classes, there were, first class was in, from reception till year 1, and then the second one is year 2 till year 4. Or sometimes up to year 5 sometimes. But with this girl, she was in the class below. So she was in class with little kids, you know. Like 5 to 6 year olds. But her and this other boy got moved classes because obviously, like, you know, that they need to join with the older kids, you know. And yeah, so I feel that school, it was alright. It was. I still can remember from day one that they didn't have school dinners. That's what I didn't expect, because I didn't expect that they did not have school dinners. And then inside the bag there was a sandwich, there's cheese sandwich, and also a biscuit as well. But also I don't like cheese. I still don't like. Honestly, I still don't like cheese, but what I should have done at the time, I should have scraped it off. I should have done. So yeah, and then I started to dislike my teacher because obviously she was rude and horrible. Because yeah, it's like teachers have to be strict for a reason. Because the reason why teachers have to be strict, because they want kids to be successful. They want them to have a brilliant careers and stuff like that. But that's what I can understand, like, the reason why teachers have to be strict. But sometimes teachers could be pretty harsh on kids, that they can be. Sometimes they put them in a lot of pressure sometimes. So yeah, so I didn't like this teacher for about a year. And then up till year 4, I was the only girl. Because it was me and there was about 4 boys, about 4 to 5 boys. But this boy, he left in November, so it was 4 boys and myself. So I was the only girl. I was the only girl for about a year. And then my behaviour went. I got a lot better. I did that year. Obviously, I was quiet. Because I knew that if I'm gonna be that quiet and stuff like that, because I knew that more I start listening, more I start learning, more then I can move to another school. So that's why, because I wanted to get out of that school from day one. I just wanted to, because I just really want to get out of that school from day one. So yeah, so I definitely will, yeah. So yeah, yeah, and then I left that school after year 4, so yeah, I did miss teachers, I did. And then I had friends I did. Obviously, a lot of girls want me to get involved. A lot of girls in the mainstream classes want me to get involved and stuff. Like, they just want me to join. Honestly, just join the fun. But obviously, the girls have invited me to like dance classes and stuff, you know, in school. Yeah. And then my last primary school I went to. Right, so I've actually realised it like now, like about a year or so ago. Sorry, I just drinking tea. Yeah, so I've realised this some time ago. But this school is actually a Church of England, so I'm not going to mention what school it is. So this school, I had a learning support sitting next to me for all times. Sorry about that. Sorry. My leg kills me, dude. So my leg just killed me. So yeah. So I had a learning support sitting next to me, and I felt like I was treated like a 5-year-old. I felt, and then my classmates, they were nice at first, and then after Christmas, I did say this on my other video that it changed. So if you guys want to check out my bullying videos, you can do if you want. So that's how things started to go down the hill. And also I did say about on my other video that year 6 was the worst year for me. So basically I'm going to tell you guys right now, like, if you haven't seen my videos, basically sorry, it does frustrate me to think about, really. I wasn't allowed to go on the residential trip. I wasn't allowed to. No, I wasn't allowed to, because reason why I was allowed to go on a residential trip because my head teacher, the woman at the time, said to my mum that the real reason why Charlotte is not allowed to go on that school trip to the Isle of Wight is because there won't be not enough staff to look out for her. But 4 staff went. So excuse me, like 4 staff went, and there's about 32 of us. But this other girl didn't go because she didn't want to go. This other girl, because obviously, like, no one can force you. Like, just go to the Isle of Wight. But if you don't want to go, you don't want to go. But to me, like, for a grown adult saying about Charlotte is not allowed to go to the Isle of Wight because there won't be not enough staff to watch out for her. That's horrible. That is obviously horrible. So basically, she's saying that. I can't come to the trip and not allowed to join fun. Basically, this is what she's saying. But also, like, luckily I didn't go to that trip. But also, like, I'm glad that I didn't go to that trip, because, like, I actually got bullied by most of the kids. I actually got bullied. So basically, 28 out of 32 were against me. But the kids were horrible. They were so horrible. And I was called an R word. I was called the SP word. They treat me so badly in that school. Honestly, I've actually made videos about them. I do. So we'll leave the videos down description if you want to go and check them out, if you want to. So yeah, so that school was horrible. Like, and also, like, that school was involved with fatisms. So yeah, so that they didn't treat me right. Like, they didn't. So like I said from the beginning, that was when I was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. And friendship there, it was horrible, the friendship there, because honestly, I was left out a lot. 24/7 I was left out because I wanted to pair up, I did. but no one wanted to pair up with me because I'm the R word, I am, and I'm forgotten. Because that's when these leaving out things have actually started. And then senior school arrived, and before high school arrives was senior school / high school, you know what I'm saying. So high school arrived. First year, my form other classes, I was left out again, and then classes like English, maths, stuff like that, geography. I had a friend, well, I had 2 friends, but I still keep in contact with these girls from this day. I still. And year 8 was the worst. Honestly, year 8 was absolute worst. Year 8. Girls used to whisper about me. I didn't get invited to parties because I'm not gonna lie, but people who invite people to parties, they are looking for ones who are nice, kind, who's not different, but that's all they're after. That's all they invited, but they didn't want to invite me. But I feel like, I don't know why they didn't want to invite me. So yeah, I was never invited. I've only invited to one party, like one big party. These parties, these 13th birthday parties in year 8, they were in nightclubs, they were. So you can imagine, like, hiring a nightclub for 13-year-old kids is a lot of money. Like, hiring a nightclub for it's normally about 3 hours, but sometimes 4 hours sometimes. But it's expensive, nightclubs, to hire for like teenagers. And then halfway through year 8, that's when I started to hang around with popular girls. But then I was left out again. And then year 10, and then year 9, that's when bullying started, like proper bullying, like not physical. I mean, like just verbally, emotionally bullying. That's when it started because I got bullied by boys who were a year below me. I got bullied, and also some of the girls as well, which I definitely will gonna leave down description if you want to go and check them out. My bullying experience in senior school. So yeah, and then after I came back from holiday, also I got bullied on holiday as well. That's a story time. That is 6 weeks after I joined year 10. That's when I left the school and go to a special needs school. But I wasn't happy about that, because with that special needs school, because I actually knew from the get-go. I knew because that special needs school that I went to, you won't be treated like kids from the mainstream school. You won't be treated. You won't be learning the same stuff as what other schools learning. You won't go trips abroad, but I've heard some special needs schools do go trips abroad. Some of them do. And yeah, but I still can remember when I first started. Like, I didn't want to be around other people. I didn't want to be around, but I knew few of the girls I knew, and I knew about 2 boys I knew. And then time, I got bullied. A girl in my class, who is a year above me. But that's a story time. And then when I moved classes, to 2 girls I knew, I got bullied by them as well. So that's a story time. So, and then year 11, just before my 16th birthday, up to the end of year 11, I had friends. I've obviously had friends, and then I was friends with one of the girls who bullies me. But one of the girls was much softer, but the other was a bully. The other one was. So yeah, and also I was an outsider with these girls as well. So that's the story time. And then went to college. I did try to gain friendships, but then I was a bit an outsider. But then I got bullied, and then I had friends I had friends who are very manipulative and very controlling. But I did make a story time as well about that. And then I went to a training, and then I left college. Obviously, I left college because I wanted to do level 3 travel tourism, which I love. I love travel tourism, but you need to have a GCSE to go up to level 3, which I think it's ridiculous. I personally think that is ridiculous. I just think, and then so I left. And then I went to a traineeship, but traineeship was horrible. So that's another story time. It was horrible, the traineeship, and I was hoping to get a job, but no, people didn't like me. They didn't because I'm autistic, so they didn't help me to get a job. Then I was jobless for 6 months, and then 6 months later, I got a job. I was offered a job as a nursery assistant near my local area, which is about 15 minutes away. But that nursery job, I actually got bullied again, but she bullied me after I passed my driving test. Because obviously I actually passed my driving test for the first time, but I struggled with my theory. Like, when I was 18, being an 18-year-old girl, it was horrible because I struggled with my theory and stuff, and being jobless and stuff like that. But till the age of 19, I passed my theory. It took me 9 times to pass, and then I passed my driving test for the first time. But I was shocked. I was obviously shocked that I passed for the first time. I didn't expect that I was going to pass, because I feel like I'm quite a failure, but I wasn't a failure. But we all not failures, but we just got to keep trying. And then the manager went a bit funny around me. She did. So that's when she decided to bully me, harass me, manipulate me, and even blackmail me. She even blackmailed me. She did. And then I left that job because of her manipulative and her harassing me. And then I work up in the airport now. So I'm in a happy place now. I am. So yeah. And then since this COVID, after my 22nd birthday, obviously I'm still 22. I'm still I applied a job as a support worker in a care home, but I don't think we'll make a story time about that. Sorry, but there's so many story times. so many. And first day was fine, but the second day was horrible because they chucked me straight into deep end, which I told them from day one that I have got a learning disability, because I wasn't going to tell them that I've got autism, because the reason why I won't tell them that I've got autism, because they'll be fighting, or they will judge me. So that's why I will keep my autism to myself, because obviously people will get really funny. And then, sorry guys, that was rude. Yes, on mute. Yeah, so I was chucking a deep end, and then yeah, and then I quit that job. So yeah, so that's pretty much it about my childhood up to young adulthood. With friendships, because I've actually realised about friendships as an autistic young adult, because I've realised that I've ever been invited to anywhere, like go out clubbing and stuff, but I feel like I've been isolated for years. I have, but it's not nice, it's not. But I've started to talk to this girl from college. She's in my maths class. She's got dyslexia, so I just want to be friends with her. Honestly, like, I just absolutely don't like people being loners, and I don't like people who have no friends. So I feel like, I just want to be your friend. Honestly, I just don't want you to be left out. But I was left out a lot. But reason, because I had friends I had, but obviously they were toxic. They were because if a friend who's toxic, they're not your friends. Because if a friend who manipulates you, threaten you, and even blackmail you, they're not your friends. Because honestly, they are using you. So that's how I actually got out of that toxic friendship. That is how. So yeah, so that's pretty much it about me. So yeah, I've been isolated for years. So I just wish that I just want people just to let me to be accepted, you know. Yeah. So I just. So yeah. So. So yeah. So yeah. So that's. So I just want to talk about what people should realise about people with autism, not just kids, it's also young adults and adults as well. You know, people should realise you guys need to realise that autistic people are not aliens. They're not animals. They're not like lions and tigers and bears. They are human beings. They're like you guys. They are humans, but I'm a human as well. But what really gets me the most, because you know this lanyard with the sunflower. I have used this because I normally use the sunflower, but when I walk into the shop, if someone notices about this sunflower, they ask me, "Oh, what's this?" I said, "Oh, I've got autism," and then they went, "Oh, sorry." That's what honestly that's what I really don't like about people, because I don't like people keep saying sorry to me because I've got autism. Honestly, like, I'm not ill. Honestly, I'm not mentally ill. Like, it's just something that I was born with. Like, I'm not ill. Like, am I gonna die? No. Like, no, I'm not gonna die. So yeah, so that's what really puts me off about other people. Another thing that's what puts me off here is that people do say that back in the day, there's no such as autism. Like, there's no such as autism back in my day. Oh my goodness! Like, why do people say that? Like, and another thing about that's what really puts me off. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie about it, that's what really puts me off. That people do say that. People have asked me that. You don't look autistic, you look normal, but excuse me, like, honestly, excuse me, yeah? Yes, I'm normal, but also I've got autism as well, so that's what really puts me off. Like, yes, I'm normal, like, we're all normal, it's just that something that we are born with. Because it's like with animals, for example, because with animals, yeah, because they are born normal, but like they're born with, like, stuff, really. Like, it's like us, it's like for us, it's like we're born normal, but we need help with extra things, you know, and also, like, because we're normal but born with health conditions or learning disabilities or difficulties or something that you have problems with, then that's normal, honestly. Like, we're all normal, we are. Like, we're all normal human beings, we are. So, yeah, so that's what really puts me off. So, yeah, that's what really puts me off. But I just personally feel like people should treat autistic people a bit of respect and treat them like if they were your best friends. Honestly, just treat them a bit of respect. But I just, honestly, like, I don't like people going a bit funny around autistic people because it'll get cold. But I feel like people should never get very cold and very judgmental and feel unwelcome with people with autism. Honestly, we are humans. It's the way we were born. It's because obviously we were born with this way. We were born this way. And yeah. So what else? Yeah, that's. So yeah. So this is why I'm having this. That's why I'm putting this video out there, because of autism awareness. But please, be very respectful. Please do not divide autism and non-autism. Please do not divide, because obviously, like, that's disrespectful that is. But please just let autistic people to join your community. If you're a parent, with a child, and if you know your child, one of your child's classmates has got autism, please tell your child to be respectful to a child with autism, a bit of respect, and make sure please do not leave them out, because that is the most heartbreaking and the most horrible thing to do. Please just make sure that they are not left out. If you're a student, go to primary school, senior school or college, anywhere, and you have got a classmate who has got autism, please just let them be included. Please just let them to be included, because obviously it's not nice for them to be left out. It's definitely not nice, but they need friendship, because friendship is the main priority with people with autism, because it's a main priority. Sorry about me clapping, but it's a main priority, because everyone should have friendships in life, you know, because, you know, like, if you see someone who hasn't got friends, then that is upsetting. That's absolutely upsetting, because with me, I've been isolated for years. I have, like, I've been isolated for about, what, 12 to 13 years. I've been isolated, but I feel like in sections of the group, that is the most heartbreaking and most hurtful feeling. I just personally find it's very hurtful. So please just let them join the community, or just let them be your friend and stuff. So yeah, so do not bully kids with autism because of how different they are, because obviously we are different. Obviously we can't be the same. We are different human beings. Like, we all have got different personalities, we've got different characteristics, we have got different opinions. We are different, honestly, we are different. So yeah, so that's pretty much it so far. So please just respect, please do not treat autistic people like babies, if they're kids in general, teenagers, young adults and adults, but please just treat them like a bit of respect. Just don't, like... So yeah, so sorry about that. My sister just came in, so just trying to do this video. Sorry, just trying to do it. So yeah, so I'd like to say thank you so much for watching this. Please support people with autism, and please just treat them a bit of respect. Please just do it for them. Honestly, like obviously it's something that they are born with, but please just be respectful. Don't get cold. Don't feel really uncomfortable, because the reason why people feel really uncomfortable with autistic people is because they don't understand of autism. But if they don't understand about autism, tell them go and do research and just learn. But just tell them just don't be cold and don't feel uncomfortable. Just, it takes time just to learn about this learning disorder. So yeah, so thank you for watching this video. Make sure you give a good thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on my next video. So to everyone, happy Autism Awareness. Bye. Hope everyone have a good Easter, because it's Easter coming up. So hope everyone have a good Easter, and also on the 1st of April, Happy Fool's Day. So bye.